Hey friends, it's Sin. I'm back to do another recap and review of Married at First Sight Season 11. This is for episode 12, 1 month down and a quarantine to go. Alright y'all, let's get into this episode. It was a pretty middle ground episode, not a lot of crazy things going on. So I'm probably won't have that much commentary like I usually do. I talk too much, so whatever, it'll be fine. But it's their 1 month anniversary and everybody's celebrating. You know how they do in dang Married at First Sight. So we start off with Woody and Amani. And they're hella cute, as always. They're like the front runners of the show because they're just looking adorable, you know. They're having breakfast. Woody is always cooking Amani breakfast. Yes, good job, Woody. So he's always cooking Amani breakfast, and they're just enjoying themselves, looking cute. Over breakfast, they discuss budgeting, how much they would budget for dates, for when they move into a new house or apartment. And it is a little alarming to Amani that Woody's like, yeah, I need a $500 to $1,000 budget a month for clothes and shoes. And she's like, that's a lot. I'm like, yeah, girl, that is a lot. Now, if he made a whole bunch of money, I know that sounds terrible, but whatever. If he made a whole bunch of money and he wants to spend $500,000, that don't sound terrible. He makes a lot of money and that's available to spend that much on his clothes and it's not going to hurt them. I don't see a problem with it. But if he's not making a lot of money, and that's gonna hinder their life, yeah, he might want to roll back that budget a little bit. He's a married person now, and you can still do things you want to do. Obviously, buy yourself nice things, but just roll it back a little. That's all. You don't have to roll it back. But that's really it that she is thinking about. And they do their 1 month anniversary. They have a dinner at home. They're looking really adorable, as I keep saying. And before the anniversary, Woody goes to buy Amani a gift. He went to this jewelry store, Diamonds Direct. Cue another ad for Diamonds Direct and Lifetime in Married at First Sight. Because they just he walked in the store, it's Diamonds Direct, shing, shing, looking at the dang sign. The guy helps him out. That guy was a little hilarious and strange because he shows Woody a bracelet and he's like, yeah, it's a bracelet. Yeah. What did he think it was? A ring? Okay. I digress. But he gets to these cute diamond earrings. And the guy's like, thank you for shopping at Diamonds Direct. I can't. I hope he got a discount on them earrings just because if Lifetime want this whole ad inside of the TV show, he better be paying full price for them earrings because that don't even make no sense. And while they are sitting down to have dinner for their anniversary, he does give her gift. He give her these coupons, that vouchers that she can cash in. It's foot massage, section shower, things like that. And he does tell Amani that he loves her. He said it before, but he's like, love you. And then she just, smirks and he's like, this is a good day. So Amani still isn't there at the love level like he is, but she does say to the cameras yes, I am on my way to the love train. So we will probably be seeing soon that she tell Woody she loves him. Let's see. Because they honestly are cute. They have some things sometimes they deal with, but they look adorable. So we're going to keep rooting for them to be well. Then it is Olivia and Brett. And let me tell y'all, they was confusing me this episode. They was just strange. I was hella confused. So coming from last episode, they were arguing. Olivia's like, Brett, I don't think you act the same on camera. I don't know how you be acting. I don't like how you be giving me sarcastic looks. Do you even really want to be with me? Whatever. So she says, let's have a meeting with Pastor Cal. This episode starts, they have a meeting with him, via chat. And they're just discussing the issues they're having. Olivia's like, he acts different on camera than he does when we're alone. I don't like it. He seems disingenuous. So they show clips from them when they're alone. And they're cuddled up, having a good time, looking cute. And I'm like, what? Y'all, hella confused, like I said. I don't even know. Now I feel like I don't even know what the F is going on with these people. I'm completely confused. I swear I am. Because I do think Brett is annoying. He has sarcastic air. And I honestly, it seems like Olivia doesn't want to be that affectionate towards Brett. But when we see that off-camera scene, it's like, oh, look. Oh, my God. They kind of do like each other, but we have no idea. What games are they playing with us? I'm confused. I'm confusion. So Brett is just like, no, I'm not disingenuous. It's how I am. But you can't tell me that I can't be cognizant of the fact that this is a TV show. So he wants them to look a certain way. But it's like, you want y'all to look what? Like y'all hate each other? Like you rude? I'm pretty sure he is rude no matter what. But I don't get it. I'm very confused. So they end the conversation basically saying that, she's going to try to trust him more. And if she sees anything where he's not acting genuine like he usually does, she'll call it out to him. And he does say that he thinks that Olivia's a little mean when she brings up arguments. And she says he's mean when he's sarcastic. So they get to the root of that whole they think each other's mean defense mechanisms they're doing. And they decide to just be normal, I guess. And then we see them cuddling up on the couch. I'm like, I've never seen them cuddling on regular camera. Like, what is going on? Do they actually like each other? Is this actually like a thing? Y'all, please somebody weigh in on this, because I am so confused. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, so when Brett is on camera, he's more defensive. He says he wants to protect the relationship, but it's like protected by making it seem like y'all don't really like each other. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. But while they are talking to Pastor Cal, Olivia, is expressing that Brett acts different on camera. And Pastor Cal says, so what would be wrong with that? Pastor Cal, it's weird. You can't act one way when they're alone and one way on camera. I'm getting tired of these experts saying really weird things, like Viviana telling them last episode that the big issues between them don't matter. They do. And Pastor Cal saying, what's wrong with him acting different on camera? It is a process to get used to reality TV. I'm pretty sure it is. But saying it's okay for him to act different on camera? No, that's not okay. He can't be sarcastic and rude on camera and then off camera want to be cuddling up. It's strange. It's very weird. It's like, stop, Pastor Cal. But honestly, that's really all I have to say with them. I'm confused about this whole situation. So it seems like they actually do like each other. But when they get on camera, Brett is a little ruder or like sarcastic. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he wants to put up a front and protect his feelings. Maybe he feels like if he doesn't show that they like each other or that he likes her as much as he does, that if things go wrong, at least it don't have to be on TV that his guy's heartbroken. I don't know. I guess that's what it is, but it's freaking weird. And I never trust people that act different on camera than they do off. Of course, it's going to be strange being filmed, but they should be the closest version or just themselves when they're there. So, y'all, somebody please weigh in on this. I don't know. Then it is Amelia and Bennett. So Amelia and Bennett meet up with their family at some point during the episode. Amelia meets up with like her friend, I believe, and she's talking to her about Bennett. Now things are going well, but the whole her moving for residency is still up in the air. She doesn't know what he's gonna do. So that's really it. But then Bennett goes and meets with his sister. Y'all, this was hella strange. I know Bennett and his family is strange, but I was just sitting there like, what is happening? So his sister brings this stuffed duck, this stuffed animal, because not actual stuffed duck, stuffed animal named Ute, and he's sitting at the dinner table with them, lunch table, whatever. She's like, Ute missed you, and Bennett's like, oh, I'm so glad she brought him because, we used to always be together. Stuffed animal. It's like, I don't know how serious to take what they're saying. Like, is this like a joke? Yes, they should be around him because he's a stuffed animal. They bought him food. It's like, is this a joke? Are they serious? I don't know. But I was just like, what the freak is happening? I know they said they took inanimate objects. Y'all, I didn't know they brought them to dinner with them too. I don't know. I don't got nothing to say about that. So his sister's like, oh, I'm gonna do some tarot reading for you. And she does these tarot cards and tell Bennett that sometimes he can be too happy and that'll block his judgment. So be less happy listening. I don't believe her tarot reading. She just looked a mess. Like she didn't know what she was doing. She was laughing the whole time. This girl throwing cards everywhere. I'm saying it. I don't believe her. I don't. And what was giving me weird vibes about his sister, it was strange. So Bennett says he really likes Amelia. He says he's actually fallen in love with her. And his sister's like, oh, are you? Like, I know she's afraid that he's going to move and leave the family. But she just was looking just strange. She kind of was looking angry when he was talking about how would be in love with Amelia. But what makes it weirder is she talks to the camera and says, oh, I'm so glad they're together. They're going to be soulmates. I just know it. I'm like, girl, but what you're saying and the vibes you were giving off in that lunch were so different. She just looked like she was very annoyed with the fact that he was falling in love with Amelia. And I was just like, but why? And then you gonna tell the camera you happy for him. Anybody else got those vibes? Because, like, honestly, she just was looking like, I thought she hated Amelia the way she was looking at that table. She looked like she was steaming, but trying to hold her anger in about the fact that her brother's going to be taken away, you know, by his new wife. The whole thing was weird. But Amelia and Bennett do have their 1 month anniversary, and Bennett gives her a blender. Somebody tell me why he has no box for the blender. I don't understand. Yeah, he does give her a blender. Very cute and fancy. I'd like that blender. But he just brings it in the house. I'm like, where did he get that from? Like, did he take the display version from a store? This lifetime not allowed him to have boxes with brands? I don't know. But this whole episode was weird. So, whatever. Amelia is happy about the blender. She's like, oh, yay. And Amelia sings Bennett a song that was her gift for the anniversary. Very sweet. The song was super cute. Loved it. So it was adorable. I thought they looked really cute and happy. And they do go hiking, and Bennett tells Amelia that he loves her. And then they're talking to the camera, and they're like, he's like, I just told Amelia I loved her, and she hasn't said anything yet, but she tells him that she loves him too. So it was really cute, and they were doing more PDA this episode. Like, we can tell that Bennett and Amelia do really like each other, love each other now. But we don't see a lot of, like, PDA. We'll see them, like, hug a little bit, just be joyous and happy around each other. Like, they really enjoy each other's company. But not that much PDA from them. But they were giving little kisses and stuff. I was like, oh, look at y'all. I guess they're getting comfortable on camera, but it was cute. So they had another cute anniversary. Then it is Karen and Miles, and they're hanging out, like, at some little park, swinging around, playing Two Truths and a Lie. They're looking more comfortable with each other. Each episode, they look more comfortable with each other. So that's good. Then they meet for their anniversary, and they exchange gifts. This is another park, actually. And Miles gives her this shirt with all these black TV couples. And he says this cute little heartfelt, like, speech. It was adorable, honestly. It was really sweet. And Karen gives him a kiss on the cheek. Oh my God, look at Karen with her minimal PDA. I can't believe it. Progress, a little. But Miles is like, I want this day to be special because this could be our last anniversary. I'm like, oh, well, dang. He's like, I don't want it to be, but it could be. And then Karen's just like, yeah. I'm like, y'all, that don't sound promising. At least they being upfront about it, but that don't sound promising at all. But Miles does say that he wants to get tattoos with Karen, and he's like, yeah, that'll be permanent, like this marriage. I got into this marriage permanently. I was like, oh, okay. So it's weird. It's like at one point in the episode, he does say this could be their last anniversary, and then another time he says this marriage is permanent. Like I said, this whole episode was confusing to me. Like, it was just a strange episode. Like, light and cute, not too much happening, but also a little weird. The experts send all the couples, like, their wedding photo albums, so they can look at that in a video of their wedding. And when Karen and Miles are sitting and looking at it, they actually looked more comfortable, like they were touching each other, being, like, more affectionate on the couch. So again, like I said, I see the barriers breaking a tad, just a wee bit. So you can see that happening with them. Besides that, they do meet up with Woody and Amani during the episode, and Miles just expressed that Karen doesn't tell him when she thinks he looks good, like he likes that type of thing, and she'll, like, just keep it to herself and maybe mention it another time when they're in an interview or something. So yeah, he has that issue with her a lot, like just not expressing herself towards him. He wants some compliments, girl. Just give him a damn compliment. Not that hard, cause he cute. Every time. I bring it up every time. I'm ridiculous. But Woody's just like, what? You don't know when she knows? She don't give you a look? Karen don't get no look. She probably just be staying off somewhere. Then it is Christina and Henry. And Henry meets up with his friend Christy, I believe her name is, or Kristen, the one who was a hot mess at the wedding, drunk and being rude about Christina, the one who's basically in love with Henry. Yeah. So he meets up with her and they're just discussing the marriage, and she brings up some concerns about the marriage. She just says that they don't look like they're really compatible. When she did come to their housewarming, Christina just, was rude and had an attitude, which is an ongoing theme with her that people notice. And she was rude to production. And Christy/Kristen, let's call her Kay, it's just like, yeah, that's not really who you are. I don't see how that would mesh well. And Henry's just like, yeah, we're just taking it day by day. Really, like Christy, she like Kay. I don't know this girl name. She's in love with him. Girl, why you didn't shoot your shot before he got married at first sight? I'm gonna need her to get it together. She in love with him. She wanna be with Henry. Just do it. I mean, well, you should have did it previously. This marriage ain't gonna work out though. So you better shoot your shot after this, because it don't make sense, girl. You just tell him, okay? He's nice. He's not gonna go bad. But Henry also is just like, yeah, there's a lot of things about me that don't work with her. I'm not confident and I don't initiate things, and then I don't have the best emotions. Different things he's saying. And Christy's just like, okay, that's all right, but you don't have to change yourself or feel like everything about you is bad because somebody's different than you. And I think that is good advice. I think there's some things he can work on. Like, he is very shy and into himself, but just communicating better, which he has been doing throughout the episode, would be good. Communicating better, being able to express his emotions and things like that, he has to work on. But you should never be completely changing yourself for a person. Same thing I said about Christina when she said, what can I do to be seen as your wife? What could I do to be that person? Girl, no. I was like, don't change your whole person for someone. And Henry shouldn't have to change his whole self for Christina either. They just don't work. That's it. But Christina also meets up with one of her friends. This guy, I can't remember his name. I know I really disliked him when he came to the housewarming, but he actually was better this time. And he just said to Christina, like, yeah, this is different, but he's a different type of person. He does seem like a really nice guy, saying all this about Henry. And that maybe she would have to just initiate some type of affection and intimacy and then see how it goes instead of waiting for him. The thing is that, though, I just honestly think Henry doesn't like her. So she could try to initiate something. I don't think it'd go well, because I really think he doesn't like her in that way. And Christina does say she might be friend zoned, but yeah, he don't like her like that. And Christina honestly don't like Henry like that, but she in the marriage and she want to try it out, so that's what it is. Besides that, they have their 1 month anniversary. They sit down, have a little picnic in the house. They look at their books for their wedding, and they're looking through the pictures, and Christina's like, oh, look, we look so nervous. Oh, look, this was before we met each other. Better days, right? I'm joking. No, you're not, girl. Stop being rude. This is why I don't like you now. So Henry talks to the producers, have an interview with the camera, and he's just like, yeah, sometimes she says stuff, little sly remarks like, yeah, it was better before we met each other. And she says she's joking, but it's not fully a joke. Like, Christina, you're not fooling nobody. You're not fooling us. You're not fooling Henry. If you feel a certain way, just say it, girl, dang. But it seems like after even being rude, and she has an interview later, that she's reached a turning point, kind of, with Henry, and I feel like she's reached a point where she's more open to who he is, but I still don't think they're gonna work. She says she realized she needs to stop comparing Henry to her exes, which definitely she should. And she also says, like, she being married to him, she realized there's things she wants now that she didn't know she liked. And she says, like, him being kind and thoughtful. I'm like, girl, you ain't want somebody to be kind and thoughtful? What was your standards, and who was these people you was dating? They wasn't kind? Girl, don't even discuss them then. If these people wasn't kind and thoughtful, why you keep comparing Henry to them? Like, sure, they had sex with you on the first day, but girl, they didn't care about you. Christina, I'm gonna need her to get it together. Yes, kind and thoughtful should be part of your standards. That still doesn't mean that Henry and her are compatible, because they are not compatible at all. She may have reached this turning point where she's like, I know, I gotta stop comparing him, and he's a nice person. We could be together. But Henry is not, don't feel that way about her. And also, they're not compatible. They should have never been matched. And that is, I'm sticking to that. I am not changing my mind on that. But that really is it for my recap and review of Married at First Sight. This is for season 11, episode 12, 1 month down and quarantine to go, or something like that it's called. But the following episodes, when they showed a trailer, look really interesting. They about to be in quarantine. Things is heating up. I'm like, oh, this about to be juicy. So I am excited to see that stuff going on. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this episode. I think it was more like a mellow, not too much going on episode, but also weird. Found a lot of, like, Olivia and Brett. I was just like, what the F is happening right now? Y'all do like each other? What? When y'all alone, y'all be cuddling and having a good time? Brett ain't sarcastic all the time. Olivia, you sometimes actually want to deal with him? Somebody explain it to me. And Woody and Amani, cute, always. And Karen and Miles kind of warm up to each other, kind of. I don't know what the F is happening with those people because it's always a mess. Miles is like, yeah, we're going to be in this forever. This also might be our last anniversary, girl, because you get on my nerves. Yeah, I don't know. And Henry and Christina, his friend in love with him. Christina thinks she might be open to liking Henry, but it's too late because they don't belong together anyway. And Amelia and Bennett, who are in love with each other. Yes. All right. I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.